Welcome to Bad Weapon Academy, where we take a look at the worst weapons Warframe has to offer, and I show you how to best utilize them. For the sake of redundancy, and this video not being 40 fucking minutes long, I'm only going to go over the base primary fire and charged alt fire attack. The Stug's primary fire is pathetic, with a base firing speed of 4, 20-round magazine, and 4 fucking damage per shot. The charged alt-fire attack isn't much better, though, with an impressive 5% crit chance, 1.5 times crit multiplier, and a status chance lower than my will to live. Additionally, it deals slightly more damage than the base primary fire, about 75. Clearly, this is the best weapon in the game, bordering overpowered. I mean, Reddit said so, it must be true. Also, to note, this weapon looks ridiculous. Of course, I'm gonna customize it with the gaudiest colors I own. Perfection. So, what do you think of the Stug?
Well, Stug is ass. It is the worst weapon in Warframe. Not even a god roll Riven, the really expensive ones, can save this absolute dumpster fire of a secondary.
You good?
The Stug in Warframe has always seemed like a strange case to me. On one hand, you have a meme weapon, and on the other, you have a weapon that's complete trash, and not even a god roll can save it. I cannot exaggerate it at all. The Stug simply sucks. You see this? Yeah, I'm doing 1 damage, and my Riven has plus 180% multi-shot, plus 122.4 critical damage, and
So, because of the Stug's versatility, multi-shot actually would be very much helpful in increasing the amount of its damage output. And in my opinion, the Stug honestly is really good for spreading status effects, and I would honestly recommend pairing it with condition overload on your melee weapon. So the increased damage, I would recommend using cold and pair of secondary shiver to increase damage output if that's what you want. And proccing state effects is really useful for increasing the damage output. So let's go over here. So see how much damage I'm doing on that. It does more damage, as you see. So, in my opinion, I think the Stug by itself is kind of garbage, and would be really good as a way to add like status effects to enemies, so that weapons that benefit from more status effects are able to increase their damage output. So this is the build I have here. It's just a regular casual build. This is my a cold status build. I don't have a secondary arcane adapter, but multi-shot and cold damage, really good. Honestly, in all, would just recommend using the Stug as more of a support weapon than a your main damage dealer. So that is pretty much all I've got for the modding segment. I proposed an idea for an incarnate for the Stug. Once you get enough headshots, which is going to be hard because it is the Stug, in its incarnate form, you can shoot many black holes instead of gel. It sucks in enemies and deals cold damage, like a crap ton, but it has very limited use.
And one more thing, I actually have my own idea for a rework. It's simple. On hit, bleed for 8 seconds. You don't need to thank me.
Our whole universe